Everyone.
Good evening.
Nice to see you. Nice to be here. I just wanted to know, have you ever heard the expression, it's always better to give than to receive? Have you ever heard that? Imagine if you're 9 years old and you're living in West Texas and you're in a single parent household where your mom's raising 4 kids and you're the youngest of 4 kids. Do you think that's going to apply to you? You know, hey, it's better to give than to receive? No, you want to receive. If you're broke and you have no money and you want to receive. I want to tell you the story, though, about my experience with my mom and an annual Mother's Day gift. And it all started when I was 9 years old. And I had no idea what that phrase meant until my mom showed me how powerful that was. And I want to tell you, it was a very huge learning experience. So myself and my 3 siblings, it was about a month or so before Mother's Day, and we all got together and we said, what are we going to do for Mom? Now bear in mind, she's raising 4 kids, and we feel like it's pretty much an obligation to do something for Mom. You know, it doesn't have to be extravagant. We talked about this before. You know how if you're poor, Mom always says, well, you know, if you make something, that's better than if you go buy something. And I'm thinking, yeah, Mom, that's good. That sounds good. No, we all got together as kids. We said, we're going to do something for Mom real special. So I thought, well, what could I do to raise some money? I thought, well, so out in West Texas, I don't know how they do it here, but used to, you could go and find pop bottles, gather them up, and go to the store and sell them back to the store. It was like for 3 cents a bottle. So I spent like 2 weeks doing that, and I thought, well, that's pretty mundane. I didn't get much money there. So I was able to get my first paper route. That was fun. You know, I could ride my bicycle too. That was a hoot. You know, except when you're going downhill and the little bumper thing's rubbing the tire, and I kicked at it and got my foot caught in the spokes. And boy, what I wouldn't do for Mom, you know, get in a traffic accident, you know, trying to throw papers, trying to get a job, you know. Well, finally, I saved up enough money to where I could go to Woolsworth. And when I went to Woolsworth, I found 2 porcelain birds that were cardinals. And they looked just about like that. I thought, well, you know what? They're porcelain. Mom loves what they call them whatnots. She loved that. So I got her the whatnots. I got her the cardinals. Brought them home. Oh, my goodness. It was the big, I thought we discovered America. My mom made the big, and I almost started to feel a little intimidated because I didn't know how my brothers and sisters, because, you know, my big brothers, you know, if you show up your brothers, you know, but they understood. They thought it was okay. But she made the biggest deal of that, and it just made my chest swell. And I was so excited. So anytime people would come over, you know, friends or relatives, oh, look what Lou got me for Mother's Day. See that? And every time she went through that, it's like my whole persona, you know, exploded. So I thought, you know what, that's pretty cool. The next Mother's Day, I got her a card with cardinals on it. Then the 3rd Mother's Day, I got her a cake with cardinals on it. Everything was cardinal related every year after that. And she'd make the biggest thing. In fact, one year, this was like 15 years after I was 9 years old, I got her this big card, and it stood about that tall with 2 cardinals on it. I thought, ooh, that's a hoot. It was funny. We'd laugh about it. My mom passed away in 2000. And one of the most amazing things to this story is that she was buried in West Texas, about 500 miles from here. And of course, going to the funeral, she had a great life. It was an honor to be her son. And that trip back from Post, Texas to Fort Worth was probably the longest trip. It was longer from Post to Fort Worth than it was from Munich, Germany to Kansas, I can tell you that. And as I as I pulled into my driveway at home, I thought, man, that was a trip. Because all my brothers and sisters, they're gone. Now my mom's gone. And I really felt pretty isolated. We used to go to Cowboys games. Thanksgiving days were full of fun and laughter and family. And now I realized as I pulled into my driveway, there's no one left except me. I thought, wow, that's pretty tragic. I wasn't feeling sorry for myself. I was feeling bad that I didn't have my family anymore. I mean, that's kind of, when you think about it, kind of an amazing thing. So I thought, well, I know I've been sitting and driving for hours now. I'm just going to go get out on the sun deck and relax. And when I walked out to the backyard, there was 100 cardinals in the yard. My mom said she was okay. That's proof to me that no matter what happens, we're taken care of and we're going to heaven. All you got to do is believe, because she's doing okay. So the Bible says that all gifts and good things come from above. And there's proof. Thanks. Appreciate it.